Yo.
Hey.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, John.
I'm here. Hi, Nick. I'm here with the guys, man.
Jesus.
The guys are here.
Hi, guys.
Squad, Dirt Radio, late night or early morning, depending on when you're listening. It doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you're here. Thanks for joining us. Fellas, I guess you can introduce yourself going clockwise, starting from Nick.
Yo, what is up? It is your boy, Nick LaRocco. I told you a little bit about this during the Dynamite recap, but hey, it is awesome to be able to hang out with you guys. Gregory.
What up, everybody? I am caffeined up, and I am ready to go.
Okay, Tony Khan.
Concerned parent.
When he's on, I am not on. Also, yes, listeners, we are going to the postseason.
I can't wait to see.
Let's go, Yankees.
I can't wait to see the Yankees get knocked out by a 500 team in the first round. And I am Mac. I am curbside hero.
Hey, at least our team made it.
Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about baseball. We got football.
That's...
I am Mac. I am curbside hero. I know a lot about wrestling, so let's go.
I am alive, Jesus. Thank you for bringing that up. I missed the Dynamite recap. I had internet issues. Thank you, AT&T. You're the best. But yeah, man, it's Dirt Radio. We're here to talk about the last 7 days in professional wrestling.
I think AT&T is still mourning James Earl Jones.
And rumors. I don't know if they even know it happened yet, the way their internet works.
Hey, as it didn't arrive in time. Listen, as another AT&T person, it only worked during the show. Before and after, it was so laggy because I was downloading the new Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
I used to complain about.
You had to fit that in.
Of course, everyone needs to know I'm playing it. So if you don't hear from me, that's why.
I'm never gonna complain about Spectrum again.
You took off for Dead Rising, didn't you, Nick?
I did. This was like months in advance. I'm just like to my manager, yo, listen, you know what I need. This is gonna be coming out. I need to take PTO for this, and he's like, yeah, do it.
Listen, one time my boss called me in. He called me to come in to work for somebody, and he said, I know you need the hours because Resident Evil is coming out. I don't even play Resident Evil, but I was fine to use the excuse.
Dang it.
And then Resident Evil. The other manager was just like, did you just talk him in with a video game? He's like, yeah.
That's the way to do it sometimes. Which Resident Evil was it, Greg? I'm curious. Was it the RE4 remake? I think I took PTO for that one, too.
No. I worked at Pathmark like a decade ago, so I think it was like 5 or 6.
They don't even have Pathmark anymore.
5, okay. 6, oof. At least you get the day off from that one.
Yeah. Was it the one on 125th Street?
No, it was on Buckner Boulevard, where they used to have the Toys R Us and the Kmart.
Oh, nice.
Oh, rest in peace to those stores.
I used to steal from that Toys R Us. I used to steal wrestling toys. I did. Sometimes I wouldn't even take the toys. Sometimes I went in there just to steal the belts. I need some belts out of the packaging.
I'm going to grab one of my favorite Toys R Us images.
I have a friend who worked at a Toys R Us and was notoriously taking things. And by the time
I was a child.
By the time they got to him, it was to the point where somebody else was doing something bigger, so he was able to rat them out, and he got...
What the fuck is going on in Toys R Us?
Hey, you want to talk about something bigger happening at Toys R Us? Just check this out.
That's why they're gone.
Oh my God. Stop. How long have you been holding on to that?
How did they bring him back?
This Saturday, I'm going.
Get ready, fellas. Let's go. Field trip.
My God.
We don't need to bring that up for the audio listeners. I know, don't feel left out. It's just some fucking Chris Benoit graphic.
You don't want to see it, audio listeners.
So,
I'll cut this out.
I don't have a Toys R Us story, but I do have a stealing story. So, when I used to work in now, mind you, I've been 15 years clean and sober, no drugs, no booze, no nothing. But when I was in my 20s, I used to work at a convenience store, and I used to stock like liquor downstairs. They had one rickety little camera over in the right-hand side. So what I used to do is I used to stock the boxes up so high that it would block the camera. Then I would take like two or three 6-packs of beer, go to the bathroom, put them in the bathroom trash, and then at the end of the night, I'd take the bag, tie it up, and throw it in the dumpster. Then at the end of the night, I'd pull around to the back of the store, go in, grab the thing of trash that had the beer in it. Boom, 3 6-packs were mine, right? So I did that for about 6 months. And one day I walked in and I saw 2 cops and I saw the guy point to me and I went, "What?" Right back out the door. Never went into that store ever again. Just quit.
Wow.
They had 2 of my paychecks that were probably like $300, $400, and I was just like, "Nope, see you later, bye, keep that."
You can pay for the beer with it.
Yeah.
But I was talking about like being a child, and Greg was like, and I knew of a whole Toys R Us smuggling ring, and Mac is like, and I had a tragic work accident.
This made me who I am today.
Well, fuck. Yeah, man, this is a pro wrestling podcast.
What a great first 9 minutes.
Wait a minute, hold on. What year was that? It was 2003. Oh God, the statute of limitations isn't over yet.
Oh no!
We should cut that out.
They're coming to get you now. They're like, wait a minute, the statute of limitations hasn't run out on that.
I think it has.
We got him. We got him. Agents are on the way now. Get him,
we were waiting all this time.
All this time.
So, man, it has been quite a week. How have you guys been, man? Are you alive? How are you feeling? Are you happy to be here?
I think I'm alive.
Exhausted.
Dead on the inside.
My first week back to work after vacation sucks a dick.
We're dead, all right.
I hear that.
Stop them soon.
I was being successfully stalling so I can find the fucking list of
I'm in fact exhausted from preparing for vacation.
Oh Jesus!
I understand.
Oh yeah, Greg is going to Disneyland, but or Disney World. Excuse me.
Don't get that wrong; he'll kill you.
I know. Those Disney adults, you guys are freaks. No.
Yeah, you, Mac
the sickos.
Zachary Wentz.
I've been there. I've been there a couple times. I've been there twice.
I was too poor to ever go.
I've never been to Disney World actually.
Shirt, dude?
Actually, not that old. My aunt got it because, WWE will do vintage T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
So, my aunt got me this a year ago.
He made that.
He
made it himself.
Yes.
I gotta show you guys this one this is an original I picked up today, but I gotta show you guys this one.
No, wait, we can't do a lot of showing because we are also an audio podcast.
All right. It's an Orlando Magic shirt that has Shaq and Penny Hardaway on it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Sorry to the audio people.
Hey, audio people, get ready.
What I'm doing right now, audio people.
No.
What I'm doing?
Oh God!
Stop it!
Oh no!
Listeners, Mac just made sure that you guys knew you were loved. Made a little heart symbol with his hands.
It doesn't cost money. If you're interested, you can always watch this on YouTube. But yeah, man. So let's talk about, I guess, one of the bigger stories off the bat. We finally got some details of the goddamn AEW TV deal. It looks like, according to John Orand, I guess, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's OUR or our Rand.
Oh, he's ours.
He's our and nice. From the Puck, it's a Hollywood-focused tabloid, or not a tabloid. It's like what do they call them? The rags? No, they have words for
National Enquirer.
No,
rags and tabloids are the same thing.
Yeah. Dirt sheet.
No. I mean, essentially,
Dirt sheet radio.
Dirt sheet for Hollywood. But the trades. There you go. The trades.
Okay.
They get called trades, and we get called dirt sheets. Fuck you.
When I get trades, I think of comic books. I am too initiated.
Yes,
John, you named us. This is your baby. What are you talking about?
All right, it's rename time. Let's talk about it.
I named it because I was like, all right, we're gonna reclaim, because we're gonna reclaim dirt sheet. We want to take it back. Anyway,
we're gonna take it back. Yeah.
Anyway, they don't like it. I'm gonna have to change it because I can't get no press with this name, I guess.
Yeah, I can't wait for the day where you just have to stand up in front of Cody and it's like, I'm trying to stand up from Dirt Sheet Radio. He's like, oh, yeah, one of those.
Yeah. We had our boy Danny Ocean talk.
That's right, yes.
Danny Ocean with his new vodka.
What?
But yeah, he does. That's right. Danny Ocean's new liquor, man. Ocean water. Check out Danny Ocean's social medias to see how you can get some of that.
Okay.
Very cool. I was with him on the logo selecting process.
Me too.
It was very fun. But yeah, man, John Alrand at the Puck reports that AEW's new deal with WBD looks like it's going to be a 4-year deal, 3 years guaranteed. If the 3 year good, they'll
With
extend
the
for
4
that.
option.
Yeah, they'll extend for that last option. It's going to be $170 million per year in the ballpark. That brings them to just over $500 million in total, $500 million on their first re-up. That's big stuff for AEW. I don't know how the math works, but everybody says that it's going to make them profitable on the 5th year, and I guess that's what they were aiming for.
What was the first deal? Do you remember?
It was rumored to be like $70 million per year. That's a massive fucking increase. They're like, here's double plus more. Boom.
Well, that's
That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest gotcha you need to sort of hold on to. Oh, they got more money. Okay.
Yeah,
a lot too.
John,
more than double.
That's what athletes do too. Like if they get like a 5-year deal, they usually get the most amount of money in the last year because that's usually when like they start to like decline a little bit, you know. So
yeah,
they try to get the most amount. They try to get the most from that like decline year, you know.
And that 70 is the last deal because remember it got amended because at first it was like 50 and then they added Collision and then they made AEW WBD exclusive, so that's when they had to cancel Dark on YouTube. So now here's another thing for this new deal. AEW is no longer exclusive to WBD. They are actively shopping around a second.
They are in an open relationship.
They are in an open relationship. They're shopping around a second package to broadcast networks primarily. They're trying to get on free TV over the air, baby. Even Telemundo's an option. They were like, we got luchadors, man. We can fucking do it.
Astros returns.
That's where ECW was for me at like 1 a.m. and here in Boston back
Oh,
in
wow.
the late 90s, you know.
Stop playing AEW. AEW Lucha show on Telemundo goes crazy. With Beast Muertos as the world Lucha champion. Fuck.
Let me tell you something.
That'd be great.
Let me tell you something. I'd be sitting there.
Super Astros.
Come on.
Yes.
It would just be some female reporter standing there in a really tight dress, and all of a sudden it would just be Rey Mysterio falling from a table from a who was it? Juventud Guerrero giving him a Hurricane Rana. I'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck is that?
And mind you, they're fighting over a car.
Yeah. So Jesus does actually Jesus. I'm sorry. Jesus does bring up. He wonders where ROH goes. I was kind of wondering if maybe Tony Khan was shopping ROH around for that broadcasting.
We need to do with ROH what they do with Impact on its first year, where it just ends up on several regional Fox Sports channels.
It was ROH did have that for a long time. They were on Sinclair channels.
Yep.
A lot of
channels that matter, John.
They were on.
They were
on Ring of Honor FS1 would slap.
Yeah.
But it looks like they had trademarked something called AEW Shockwave, and everybody thinks that the AEW Shockwave is going to be the show that gets shopped around. And speaking of AEW Shockwave, it looks like this new deal that they got the raise for doesn't come with Rampage. They will no longer need Rampage. Your services are no longer necessary. Thank you. Thanks for the memories.
Those 250,000 people are going to be really upset.
That's a lot of fucking people. I used to watch Rampage when they booked it like it was important.
It had some hidden gems. Remember, that was the only show that featured Hook for the longest time.
It's like watching the first year of Sunday Night Heat. Like, oh, it kind of matters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly. It was good times.
The first
it lasted about as long as one of those, the Velocity type thing.
Jacked.
Right? I think it was
Jacked / metal.
It was a good run. It kind of ended up a little tainted brand in the end, so they do have to come up with the AEW Rampage so that they can sell something new.
I will not miss that terrible rap song.
This is Rampage, baby, 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 baby.
The repetition on it.
This is Rampage.
Rampage had some good matches. It had the John Moxley and Wheeler Yuta to get into the BCC.
Oh, that's the best one. That's the best
think,
Rampage match.
I think
ever.
Now I'm going to fight you on this one. I'm not going to fight you hard, but I'm going to fight you on this one. The tag team hardcore female match with the Bunny and Anna Jay and Tay Mello, where they all.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
I'm going to fight you both.
But they also had Brian and Eddie Kingston in their first encounter in AEW.
I'm still going to fight you both on this. I'm going to say Christian Cage, Kenny Omega.
Ooh, you're right. When Christian beat Kenny, that was Kenny's first loss too as champion.
I'll always remember Kenny taking that unprettier on the chair, just right to the middle.
That's how I had her. That's how I had her on YouTube.
I was gonna counter, but my match is on a different show actually.
You counter anyways. What was it going to be, Greg?
It was gonna be the Bullet Club Gold versus FTR.
Oh, that's Collision.
That's
Collision, baby.
Yeah.
Andrade versus Pac. Lucha Bros versus Young Bucks.
Oh, fucking Eddie Kingston going, yeah, stop the intro. Da, 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 da.
There was the time that I was watching Dynamite and then they played like half the Rampage episode after by accident. It was excellent. It was awesome. Good fucking times.
The one that they were taping to go live.
They taped all the Rampages, really, most of them anyway, except for a few.
I just remembered,
Slam, right?
Yeah,
and First Dance.
Guys,
yes.
First Dance was great. Do you guys remember FTR versus Commander and Vikingo?
No.
Fuck, I don't. Oh my god, it's gone from my brain.
That match went hard.
It was on Rampage?
It was Rampage, yeah.
Wow.
I'll have to watch
that.
There's some hidden gems on Rampage.
So I have procured tickets to the Grand Slam this year. That makes 3 out of 4 for me.
Baby.
Going to see Brian versus Nigel.
Literally the only thing I care about.
That's incredible. I mean, could you imagine, could you fucking imagine being able to buy a ticket to that match? I don't know how much, there's a lot of criticism about how that match is for, just for people who watch Ring of Honor. And it's like, you damn fucking right. Suck my dick.
What's wrong with that?
But listen, we're talking about this AEW deal. We're talking about Rampage is gone. And you might have noticed, where the fuck is Max? Where's the Max deal? So Rampage. John Oran's report didn't mention anything about the Max deal, but a Fightful says people they've spoken to at AEW are tight-lipped, and that the talent hasn't been told anything, and that they're keeping it a secret. But most people believe that the Max thing and it's going to be what everybody thinks it's going to be. They're going to be streaming. But some people think that that's actually going to be a different deal. That's going to be additional money. It's not part of the 170 million.
Included. Okay.
That might be an entirely different deal, which is interesting because that means that they got a whole lot that. That's a lot of fucking money.
Is that's obviously that's technically 2 revenue sources, wouldn't it?
It is, because check this shit. You know how much goddamn money they make on pay-per-view? People they literally sell at an average 100,000 a show. 100,000.
What did All In make? Or what did All Out?
All Out. They said All Out. They said All Out crossed 100, which was surprising to people because they didn't think it would sell that much after All In, which also did. They said something like 120.
Are you saying 100 million or 100,000 buys?
Pay-per-views only do 100,000 buys. They don't do.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that number was. I wasn't sure if that number was buys or monetary.
It is buys. You know how that goes. I don't know how much.
Yeah.
Around the world.
No, I am not hyped to see Chris Jericho at Grand Slam. No, god damn it.
But so. Everyone is basically reporting that it will be on Max, and that the same way the WWE deal goes is if you live in a country that has Max, you'll be able to watch it on Max, and if you don't, you'll still have to buy it on pay-per-view the way that they've always been able to do it. So that's pretty much everything that we have on the deal right now. What do you guys think? Where are you sitting on? Do you want this fucking streaming deal to happen, or what's up?
I mean, I do, because these pay-per-views are ridiculous.
Yeah, right. I just want AEW to be successful, man. Like, it's so great to have like another wrestling company out there and alternatives and everything, you know. You know, you always have your bad faith prophets out there hoping that it dies, and then, you know, compensating, trying to make it their whole life. Oh, AEW needs to die, and leaning into it and shit. And it's like, bro, this shit's not going anywhere. So fucking clutch at your pearls, fucking stay in your basement. It ain't going anywhere, man. They're about to make $170 million over the next 5 years.
No, every year.
Oh, every year. Yeah, they're about to make $500 million.
It's crazy.
Over the next many years, you know, like that's $100 million more than their, you know, a year than their first fucking thing. And people are going, oh, it's not profitable anymore. It's like, dude, fuck you.
They can double the roster now.
I kind of see a lot of people.
They probably shouldn't, though.
They shouldn't, but they will.
I see a lot of people being like, maybe the grifters are gonna stop now, and they don't have anything to lean on.
No,
that doesn't work that way, man.
I don't think you understand the grifting industry.
They don't care. Now they're just gonna. Now I bet you they're gonna be like, oh, the deal isn't good enough. Oh, it should have.
They didn't get 200 million.
Yeah, you know.
John, the AEW All-In pay-per-view buy rate for 2024, Meltzer said he didn't have an exact number, but it was between 167,000 and 173,000. It would make it the second highest buy rate in AEW pay-per-view history, only behind 176,000 buys for Revolution 2022.
So we're hitting like roughly
22.
like for a back-to-back weekend, like 250,000 pay-per-view buys. Not bad.
Good times at Tony Khan. So then think about how they have to replace that revenue stream. They're gonna have to be paid another deal for something like that. Tony's like, look what I'm already making. Like, if you want this, you know, you're gonna have to pay me something similar.
Mm-hmm.
The main event of which was Hangman Adam Page defending the AEW Championship against one Adam Cole.
Oh, excuse me, I was incorrect. I'm sorry. That Revolution was the third highest. The first highest ever in AEW history was 215,000 buys for All Out 2021.
Yes, the Go AEW show, the greatest AEW show that has ever happened.
So number 2 would be Revolution 2022. Number 3 would be AEW All In 2024. And number 4 would be Double or Nothing 2022 with 165,000.
The Revolution 2022 is where Bryan and Moxley formed, and Regal showed up, and they formed the Blackpool Combat Club, right?
Yep. So those were the top 4 right there.
Good times, man.
Yep.
Fuck William Regal. Anyway, man, that's the AEW TV deal.
Main evented by Kenny Omega and Christian Cage.
I do wonder where the ROH stuff is going. I really do.
It can't stay on Honor Club?
Yeah, but that sucks.
I know.
Yeah, give me a reason to maintain the Honor Club, though.
They can, but it poops. So shit. What else are we here to talk about today? I fucked up and I lost my list. Here we go.
Come on, John.
WWE had booked Megan Thee Stallion for the Smackdown opening theme song. That opened up a interesting conversation.
I was thinking Can of Worms too, Greg.
That's another way to
completely went in a different direction.
Not a horrible way to refer to it. It's it was interesting because, you know, you get a lot of people. I want the metal back in pro wrestling, and I get that too. I was telling Greg that I also prefer the 2000s rock that's quickly becoming dad rock. But it's just not. You should.
Divorce dad metal? Oh no!
It is though. Like you're not listening to Creed, are you, Dad? What's going on? It's disgusting.
Bro, I was listening to Caesar.
When you are with me,
I'm free.
Is that trapped, Dad? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Is that trap? Dad, you listening to trap?
Headstrong. Back on, take on anyone.
Dad,
Oh my
This
god.
is not where you belong.
Thank you, Legends of Wrestling 2.
Oh my
Banging
god.
banging
That
on
was
my dad's door.
the Royal Rumble 2003 theme. Or
Yes.
no.
Trust Company was.
Trust Company.
Oh,
What the
downfall.
fuck? Headstrong was a pay-per-view theme though.
It was.
It was, yes.
I'll look it up. Hold on. Let me see.
Actually, I think it was for a trash show.
Bad Blood. It was Bad Blood.
Is that the one with
2003
Nash and
or 4?
Hunter?
Yep,
Three.
Nick got it. Nick got it.
Three?
2003. Yep, Nick
Nice.
got it.
Is that Nash and Hunter in the main event? Yeah, that's why I thought it was trash.
Really bad.
That's what it was. I was like, they used Headstrong for the worst main event, and I was like, this is garbage.
Yo, listen, Vengeance 2003's theme song though, Price to Play, so good.
There's a playlist of just pay-per-view themes.
There
is, yeah.
Perfect.
You know what
Yeah,
the goat
back in the GOAT years.
You know what the GOAT underrated one for me is the Backlash 2007 four-way with Randy Orton, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena was Here and Back Again by Daughtry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That shit
Fucking
slaps.
Daughtry.
Listen,
I don't remember that song, but I do remember them using I Dare You for like WrestleMania.
I dare you! I dare you to! That was my shit, bro. I used to listen to that on the way to school and feel like I was gonna be somebody.
Right? I feel like it was going to become a hero. They played it here and there in the arena during WrestleMania 22.
I dare you to!
dude, you know what?
That's
You know
a
what?
song.
You know what? What was like such like a juxtaposition was like WWE in 2004 was was it 2005? We're doing like all of these like rock songs that were like really popular and like I don't know. Let's just say like in the era of like Hoobastank crawling in the dark, and then all of a sudden
I like
they
that
just
song.
they go to WrestleMania 21. They go to WrestleMania 21 and it's just Peter Gabriel Big Time from 1986.
I'm on my way.
Larger than life. That was my shit too because I used to. I had the DVD, so you know it was the debut theme.
Life.
Higher.
Nick, what about Elimination Chamber 2022 Saliva Always? That shit was
Great.
So none of this.
Without you.
Could you imagine using this as like the SmackDown theme song in 2024? Who's gonna watch this shit? Like, you know who should do things like that? Fucking Tony Khan, because it's only us watching. Like, it's for us. You know, it's like it's just for us. Like, put that shit on, bro. Don't give a fuck who comes.
You should have
He gave us Elton John.
They were doing they at All In they be I forgot what fucking song it is that randomly shows up there from the mid 2000s every year.
Which one is it,
All
John?
In. It's one of those it's one of these songs that we're always singing to. It's not gonna come to me right now.
Shows up where?
What show was it?
All In, and they use it for the match card, and it's like a licensed song. And they never like say thank you to this band for letting us use the song. They never thank anybody.
They do it on the DL.
They shake their hand on the low in the back. You're cool, bro.
You know what song is in the workout playlist that I just heard earlier was Vengeance 2001 Drowning Pool Sinner.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. I don't know it off the top of my head. And when I hear it, I'll
Look
know
at
it.
me, but you don't see.
There it is.
Understand, I'm a sinner.
John, were you talking about Green Day when they did the Good Riddance song with Brian?
No. There's a song they use for
one, though.
there's a song they use for the match card at All In. I think it's like Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's not going to come to me in a timely manner for a content. This,
You know what's really funny about that Brian thing with
no,
Green Day?
but wait, no, because I have to
Okay,
bring it around to the point.
Okay,
Hold
good.
on.
Yeah.
The point is that none of these fucking songs are gonna work in 2024 to make my son or your child watch this fucking television show. They don't want to hear this old people shit. So Megan the fucking Stallion,
that hurts.
and the dude from BTS whose name I don't know. Like they have WWE got Megan Thee Stallion and BTS? What the fuck? And you're like,
Yeah.
no, it should be Linkin Park. Like, shut the
They are in the news, though, to be fair.
like, shut the fuck up, bro. They're WWE.
I'm very curious to see what that theme song in January is gonna be.
WWE is never on the front of pop culture like this. They're always like 2 years too late. Like, we got Flo Rida. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. They got actual people that matter, right? So this is a good thing for SmackDown. And like, if you like the song, and if you don't like the song, I guess that really sucks. I don't hate it. I thought it was really cool. But
The guy's name is RM from BTS.
there you go. Yeah, but you know, they're all interchangeable. I didn't even know they made singles music.
Hey, listen, if Triple H gets his way, it would be all Motorhead all day long.
Not today. It'd be Poppy. But
Poppy, yes.
John,
Poppy is not bad.
did you see they switched out the Black Sabbath version of War Pigs for the
For T-Pain.
for T-Pain's War Pigs? They're
They
going
did.
hip hop. Yeah.
Who did?
And Bad Blood, WWE for the Survivor Series.
Really?
Yep.
Leslie says she loves BTS.
All right.
Oh, it begins.
Nice, very nice.
Cool. I don't know who they are. I know they recently reused Baby Metal again. That was cool.
No,
was down with
BTS is
that.
a big Korean band. I mean, they're pretty fucking global around the world. Now.
I
Like,
never heard of them until
everybody.
WWE started using them.
They're an
Like,
interesting.
you know, but you're also old.
Yes, this is true.
You know,
one of the biggest South Korean boy bands.
You know what's really
Of
funny
all
is that
time, I think.
Yeah.
there were people on Twitter taking the SmackDown video and putting like butt rock over it. You know, like doing their like own versions, and people are like,
Look
this
at
is
how
bad.
much better this would
But-
be, bro.
But dude, you go to their profiles and it's like a guy using like me, for example. I put the song "The Pretender" by the Foo Fighters behind it, and I was like, oh, I like this better. And then I had like 19 and 20-year-olds going, you don't get it, man.
Oh man. I've already seen people start doing it to the old stuff, like Rise Up.
Yeah.
I love Rise Up.
They used that on the recent show when they were going
They
over
did,
some stuff from
during
the
the
era. And
commercial
I thought
break.
that was so cool.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were showing legends in the crowd, and they were playing like old SmackDown themes. They even played the original one. But yeah, so this is cool and all, and they got this Megan Thee Stallion thing going, and that's pretty nice. But then the report comes out that they made
I'm
this
still here,
deal.
boys.
They made this deal with Megan Thee Stallion after reading a report that or an interview where Mercedes Moné spoke about how she had been in contact with Megan Thee Stallion and they were working on something. And to happen in AEW, possibly Megan Thee Stallion getting in the ring or something like that. And then WWE was like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion in the ring? That's a fucking great idea.
Yoink.
Why don't we open the doors to those kind of like something like that? And so they make the
Good
deal
idea,
for the
Sasha.
song. And Megan tweets like, "Oh, maybe I gotta go down to WWE and make my debut." Like, and then the report comes out from PW Insider that Megan Thee Stallion's manager and Mercedes Moné's manager were talking about making it happen in AEW, and Mercedes Moné's people are like caught off guard when Megan Thee Stallion signed the WWE deal.
Lesson of the day: shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Lesson of the day.
We'll give you
Shush.
$100,000 every time we play this song on Friday. Okay, good enough for me.
Very nice. Very nice.
You just gotta shut the fuck up sometimes when ideas are getting run down the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Exactly.
opened her mouth, man, and she
Yep.
fucked it up. And now
Yep.
Megan Thee Stallion's gonna have a match at WrestleMania. No, I don't know what's gonna happen, but
I mean, it could. They've gotten weirder
definitely
things.
could. Megan
Well,
Thee Stallion hitting the Canadian Destroyer
Oh
at
no!
Oh
WrestleMania.
no!
Don't do it. Please don't do it.
That's great.
Didn't
That's
didn't
incredible,
Mercedes say? Didn't Mercedes say something too like, "Oh, I was planning on making my comeback at WrestleMania 39, but then Tony Khan invited me to All In London, and that's when I decided to go with AEW or something like that."
She probably watched that Raw after Mania that year, and she was like, Tony, say please. Say
Well, the thing was, is she said
Megan
that
Thee
she was,
Stallion versus Sexy Red at WrestleMania. Yes, that's.
Oh my god!
Jesus knows what the fuck is up.
Yeah, I because I think she had said something like she was
you
like,
in
"Yeah,
a fucking bathroom, Mac?
yeah, sorry.
No,
Oh no! You weren't supposed to say that.
No, I'm not.
you can tell.
That's why I touched my fucking camera."
That doesn't help. You can hear a bathroom echo.
See,
It's a
the
very
problem with
defined
the-
echo. Everyone knows.
The
Everybody
problem with that
knows.
match is it's gonna get. The problem with that match is it's actually going to get filtered in a way that's going to piss John the fuck off.
I know it's gonna be really bad.
No, not even that. Because like they're not going to trust those two on their own, so it's gonna end up being just the blackest match where it ends up being fucking Jade and Sexy Red versus Bianca and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. And they're gonna be like, this is what we're doing. Look at us. We're so fucking forward. And it's like, but then you put everybody in the same segment. You got it out the way in 20 minutes. Wait. But the rest of the show, wait.
No, listen, Jada Parker.
Oh no!
And
No,
and Megan
You
Thee
call her
Stallion.
up that
no.
I just need an ass match, dude. Give me an ass match. Let me
That's
fucking
a-
have this, John.
Mac is trying to find his African queen, and you know what? I understand.
Your ass match is gonna get interrupted by Nia Jax, and then you're gonna be
Listen. I'll find,
Real
I'll
heat.
find-
What's
Real
happening
heat.
here?
I'll find my Nubian queen when Shawn Michaels lets me in on his algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
You just gotta go on Instagram and like the right things. Is all.
Yeah. And keep track of those NIL hires.
having conversations with Marty Jannetty every day.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no!
I thought that was funny that they did that to Mercedes, but
Yeah.
it's just
Don't
business.
talk
You
about
know?
things.
It's just business. It's honestly it is what it is. I don't think WWE knew that Megan Thee Stallion was really interested in that until
Yeah.
Mercedes opened her fucking mouth and they were like,
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion wants to wrestle. You said. That's certainly something that you need to keep top secret. And I mean, like you said, lesson learned. That's how else can you learn a lesson like that? But I do wonder how that phone call must have went. Like, girl, she's not even answering her text. You know, Megan Thee Stallion is not answering those texts.
No.
And far, far
Wait. Unfollowed.
Oh,
Ooh.
somebody should go check.
You know,
Uh-oh.
there's a text message that says Mercedes with like 18.
Does
question marks that she
Mercedes
hasn't read.
Moné still follow Megan Thee Stallion?
Oh, I'll
Red.
find out. Hold on.
Instagram?
I'll find out.
Oh my
Red.
god,
Let me see. Hold on. I'll find out.
Oh my god.
that's
That's
incredible.
great.
I'm
That's
so
great.
scared.
All right. Let's see if she still follows it.
No,
What else is new, John? What other business do we have?
so while Mac finds this very important
Yep, she
information,
does. She still follows her.
all right, we're gonna keep track. We're gonna watch. We're gonna be on Megan Thee Stallion watch to
Hey,
see when Mercedes
2016.
unfollows.
2016, the Cubs still prove to us it's not over till it's over.
Oh man.
Mercedes follows Megan Thee Stallion, but Megan Thee Stallion does not follow Mercedes.
Exactly.
I imagine it was always like that, though. But
Has anything truly changed?
No.
she was like, "Yeah, girl, for sure, for sure." What's her name again?
Who is that?
That's fucked up. Who is that?
Maybe they can get Nikki.
You just have the rest
She's
of
too fucking. She's too fucking old and crazy now.
Gorgeous as shit though.
As opposed to young and crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, so beyond that, WWE Smackdown did debut on the USA Network, and
It did.
it's a new, we still got the censorship, and you still got the getting muted. The crowd is muted, so the whole fucking show is muted.
Okay.
But they get overruns now, so that's cool. NXT will be losing those when they move over to the CW network.
Yep.
So SmackDown gets the benefit from that. It was a pretty good show, though. Not to get into the whole SmackDown review, but I think
We already did that.
3 of us on this podcast already did that, and you can find that.
Yeah, I was totally there too.
YouTube. Yeah, Nick wasn't there.
I was sick.
Nick was sick.
I got sinus
Sick of our shit.
I had enough of SmackDown and you guys. I'm gonna end the stream again right now.
Fuck, that's right. No,
That.
no, but yeah.
Nick's gonna start his own dirt sheet radio, but his logo is gonna be red and black.
Oh
Yeah, there you go.
Dirt Sheet Hollywood.
Leader of Dirt Sheet Radio.
Fuck. And if you invert the ribbon, you can put it on a mountain. And it says Hollywood. Oh, that'd be a sick ass.
Oh,
Oh, man. Anyway, yeah. So WWE on the USA Network for the next 3 months. 3 months. You're
Yeah.
gonna have Raw and SmackDown sharing the network. Raw down to 2 hours. I think we talked about that last week. Or we should.
Would not be surprised if Raw's ratings go up just a little bit, just based on that alone.
Yep.
I can't fucking wait.
People can actually watch through it and not feel completely tired afterwards.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I heard that the Netflix is not guaranteed to be 3 hours too. But we
I hope
called
not.
that. We called that. That was an easy thing to call. Like we didn't. That was an obvious move to make.
Yeah.
Right.
You can
So
end
is-
whenever you want.
is
Right.
Raw gonna be 8 to 10 or 9 to 11?
8
Probably
to
8 to 10.
for the first time in
What
its
time
history.
zone?
I think.
All right.
Yeah.
It was always 9 to 11. There's gonna
Also,
be
like, just
no
knowing that-
wrestling on Mondays from 10 to 11 o'clock. What are you guys gonna do with your time?
Not watching Raw.
1 extra hour. Ooh.
I'm gonna masturbate. No.
Nice.
Netflix
Also,
and
just
chill.
like it's also just interesting knowing that like at least from experience that Hunter just likes to build a very tight wrestling show. So like this is totally up his alley.
You know how many people are not gonna be on TV anymore? Goodbye, Otis.
Seriously.
Goodbye,
goodbye, Otis.
Maxine.
Oh, not Otis.
Goodbye, Chad Gable.
Bye, Tazawa.
I feel like he's behind the Chad Gable gimmick. I don't know.
You should see the way to get treated on Raw.
I mean, yeah, you're getting asked me by the Wyatts. I know
They're
that.
like,
He's gotta
they're
lose
like,
to the
hey,
Wyatts."
bro, we trust you to put these guys over, and then wait until it's time. Okay, it's our turn, right? Yeah. Trust me.
Man
next
was
time.
cursed the moment they shot him in the head.
I was like,
Goodbye,
fuck.
goodbye, lesbian fusion connection or whatever they're called. Goodbye,
Oh man.
The stud line.
goodbye, Zoe Stark.
So
No,
yeah.
not Dragon Lee. Not again, Jesus.
There goes Tazawa again.
He said goodbye, Dragon Lee again.
Meanwhile, Noam Dar still maintains himself on the roster.
Oh God! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh gosh, what horrible machine is that, man?
What?
I said, what horrible machine is that?
What do you mean? You hearing something?
Something. We had a noise in the background.
One of your machines got mad.
Hold on. Try this. Hold on.
Oh, it ended already. You can come back. It was just like
Oh,
a
okay.
flash.
No, there's nothing
Uh,
going on here.
That's crazy. This motherfucker got ghost trains.
The Ghost Train. Getting ready for the Halloween episode.
That's
No
horrifying. It is. We're about to hit October too.
Yo, that should be an episode we do is Halloween wrestling ghost stories.
Halloween Havoc. That's a great
Holiday.
name. I hope it's not taken.
Ooh, Halloween. Oh, it's okay. We'll use the Chamber of Horrors. No one's used that one yet.
Hey, John,
What's up?
quick question. Did you watch Agatha all along?
Not yet. I was doing.
Also
no,
not
I
yet.
had no fucking internet for like
Oh, okay.
4 hours.
Because I saw your post and you were asking people what
Yes,
they thought,
sir.
so I wasn't sure.
No,
I haven't watched it yet. I'm
no.
gonna watch it when I get
I was
home.
trying to make money.
You can't
It'd be
reveal
that
the
way.
secret, John.
It'd be that way.
It does. That's a secret. You guys know. Nobody else knows. I mean, this is the best way. Like, since I said it, and whoever's listening heard it. I try not to be like a weirdo, like who posts bullshit. I hate people who fucking post empty garbage. Like, you don't care,
Right.
man.
I stare at the garbage I post.
No, but you care about what you're watching. You just know how
Yeah.
to put a status so that people can engage with it. But,
Right.
but it's people that post shit they don't care about, don't know about, don't have any. You're not willing to find the context and
Yeah.
inform people. Like, I like to find the fucking content. I like to. The headline is great, but click the article, and you can actually find very valuable information that people would like to know.
You can learn.
Yep.
And then share that. I like to think of myself as a distributor of information. But
Learning.
yeah, Jesus says we're watching the Penguin show.
Yeah.
We are gonna watch the Penguin. That's out tomorrow, is it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I can't
tomorrow,
wait.
yeah.
But yeah, they're getting back to pro wrestling. WWE reportedly not going to renew Def Rebel's contract. They said they
Good.
want to lean into using some licensed themes, but I don't
That'd
I
be
don't
good.
imagine that means they're going to just get licensed themes for everybody. They're going to need
No,
a new
not at all.
they're going to need a new fucking in-house person.
You don't think
They
Noam
just-
Dar deserves Final Countdown?
No.
Wait until
Oh.
listen, we're all celebrating. Yay, Def Rebel's gone. Wait until WWE employs an AI company to make their theme songs. We're all gonna be like,
I mean, hey, listen though, some of our AI tracks that we got in the background slap.
don't you do it. We're gonna be.
Hey,
Could you
John,
imagine?
You wait until Brooks Jensen gets separate worlds by
He
by
wishes.
Jeremy.
He fucking wishes. He wishes. He's lucky they even did it one time on the pre-show.
Greg,
I
you want to
wish.
stop them?
I wouldn't have to use Spotify for my damn theme song on the video game.
You know, I
I was
didn't
gonna
know
say,
he was.
Greg, get him.
I didn't know he was Bull Buchanan's son for like a long
Oh, yeah.
time. I didn't know that. I'm like, what the? I was like, what the fuck?
Excuse me.
Like, I thought you were just
His name is B Squared.
No,
dear.
I thought he was just another NXT like jobber. Like I didn't know he was.
He was a legacy.
You're a legacy child.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you? How does that work? Right? How do you see this? I joked about the AI thing, but I genuinely believe that's what they're gonna do next.
It's certainly possible. I just hope they hire somebody who's got like some a little more passion for the job, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I heard. I didn't verify this, but I like to talk shit.
Let's go for it.
That
Do it.
that Def Rebel didn't get paid. They didn't get residuals on the theme song. So,
Okay.
Oh,
Or I said they, but Def Rebel's a guy. He's like one dude.
I think Def was a company.
He's a fucking dude. He's a fucking one white
Yeah.
dude. I
One
was
white
like, oh shit, old white man. And
you
why does he
ever
call
see the
himself
video of
Def
him
Rebel? Like, you don't look like a rebel at all. You look like you conformed to your whole life. Like, look at you.
You ever see did you see that video of him going around, John, where he got kicked out of an Uber?
Yeah, I did. He was an asshole too.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently he won't keep getting paid. They give him like a one-time fee. You get paid what you get paid. The music you give us is ours. And so he's like, here's, take your trash.
Yeah.
And I assume they finally realized that and they're gonna send him on his way. I think it was never more apparent than at the Royal Rumble this year, which I attended.
Yeah.
With
Oh
my friend
God, yeah.
George and our boys.
By all
We had
means,
a
John,
good
share the photo of Def Rebel.
time. Let me
Oh, there
see
it is in the chat.
Let's Greg.
Hold on, I
Def
can't see it.
Rebel.
I gotta go.
Fuck.
See the face of your oppressor.
Oh God.
fucking Agent Smith over here.
Oh God!
Hold on.
Put it on the. Can you put it on?
Yeah, it's
There
coming
it
up.
goes.
It's coming up right now.
Nice.
Wait, did I throw it away by accident?
Yeah, we lost it again.
There it
There he is.
Oh my God!
See the face of your oppressor.
This is
God.
Def Rebel. This is Mr. Rebellious Rebel, the Deaf one.
Because that's who you picture when you hear Def Rebel.
I look at that guy, and I think corporate synergy.
Yeah.
That's about what all the music sounds like.
You know, you just look at him. You just know he thinks his pro wrestling shit is garbage.
Like genuinely looking at him, you can see how all the music is worked, right? Because like it has absolutely no identity of its own, so it knows that it just needs to put the wrestler's name in the front.
A-Town down.
John,
A-Town down.
John, this fucking asshole's face right here is responsible for "We Are."
But I don't blame him, you know. If they're screwing him over on the money, then whatever, you know, fuck it. They deserve what they get.
Your
But-
boy Bouncy.
It's you know, it's still the WWE. They still act the way they act.
Of course. Can we just
Actually-
hire Down Straight or be done with it?
We could have.
Yeah,
We should have. Downstate. They did the Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes theme, didn't they?
They
Or
did,
a
yes.
They did like a remix of it or something.
They did one of it, yeah.
Motherfuckers. Ooh, hello everyone. We're a puzzle. We're like that Goat Yay video.
Oh
I
my
thought you
God,
were
Jesus,
saying
why
something
did you say
completely
that?
different, John.
He said, "Why did Def Rebel look like he was at the Diddy party?" Oh no,
All right. What's the
Rebel-
next
Def
conversation?
Rebel at the free call.
Oh, no. Let's move on, gentlemen.
He is an FBI informant, isn't he?
No.
I only hope this means like just a better future for the fucking music. I don't know what to say to anything else there, but the licensed music stuff is interesting. It's one of those things that like, okay, it's only gonna go to the top guys, obviously, but I do wonder who that will benefit. Cody already obviously
back is open.
Sure. What's his name? Cody already has his, and there's a few guys that might be interesting for it. Like maybe we can get a licensing for Braun Breaker or something that sounds pretty badass. I don't know.
Oh yes.
Right now they got the Cody theme. That's a licensed song. They got Cult of Personality. That's a licensed song. What other songs do they have that are licensed?
They need to get Who Let the Dogs Out for Braun.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Dogs out. Let's fucking go.
Oh yeah, that reaches the modern audience.
Yeah. You know what that song is really about, right?
Ugly
Yeah,
hoes.
the dogs being let out.
Ugly hoes in the club.
Ugly hoes. Damn,
No.
that's fucked up.
It's about the dogs being let out, obviously.
I feel like if you can't get offended that I said ugly hoes. If you get offended that I said ugly hoes, you are in fact an ugly hoe. Hey, they booked Will Ospreay versus Ricochet for the Dynamite 5th anniversary show on October 2nd. And I see a lot of people saying, well, they should have saved it for a pay-per-view. And I think I when they did Will Ospreay versus MJF on Dynamite, I was like, man, they gave us the fucking match on TV. I don't want to see that now. And then they ended up giving us a better match on pay-per-view or whatever. With this, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's too big to be doing this right now.
No, I mean,
I don't think so.
It's been 10 years. Like, they've been negging each other for fucking almost 10 years since the Best of the Super Juniors match, and this is just a TV match. You know they're going to do something bigger and better down the road, like 2 out of 3 falls, or maybe like a ladder match or something. So they're giving you this now. They're giving you a little taste, and then, you know, they'll give you the 3-course meal down the road. Like, I have no problem with it. Like, people saying, oh, Will Ospreay said, oh, you got to rack up the wins, and he only got 3 wins. Dude, he beat Kyle Fletcher, a former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. He beat Sammy Guevara, a 3-time team.
We got Megan Thee Stallion fans.
I saw that.
What's up? How you doing, Megan fan? I am also a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I mean,
We just talked about her.
I was just talking about it. I love her Instagram. I definitely love her Instagram.
But
Let that be a note. We need to talk about more mainstream stars on this show.
He beat Sammy Guevara, who's a 3-time TNT champion and the current Ring of Honor Tag Team champion, and
Yes, he did.
He beat the Beast Mortos, who pinned the Ring of Honor World Champion a couple of weeks ago. Like,
this ain't the world title.
Yeah, who's been their latest monster?
Yeah, like what do you like? Dude, he beat 3 legitimate guys that have been built up on TV for years.
Plus, it's not like it isn't this big anniversary show.
Oh,
Right.
You know what? You know what I would do, right? Listen, I don't know how they're gonna do Moxley versus Darby, but Moxley's thing seems to be that something's wrong with AEW. I will fuck that match up. That seems to be exactly what he's talking about right there. Like, look at us, bro. We're gonna take this company over, bro. And Moxley's like, I will stuff this screwdriver in your fucking ass.
Well, there are a lot of things about that angle that just have me going like, what are they doing with this?
I still don't
I
know.
almost felt bad about somebody writing or not writing it, or him just saying it. Like, damn, did you have to expose the fact that Private Party are just running in place? Did you have to say it out loud?
That was so rough. That was so rough.
I love a good one.
I actually really wouldn't mind Moxley like interrupting that match and just like fucking, dude, just him coming out and going, "You better learn the lyrics of Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit, you pieces of shit, and just beat the fuck out of them.
It also sets up some wild ass match. Like I want to see fucking Moxley and Ospreay do their because they had their regular match in New Japan already. They've been saying they said to each other, "We'll see each other down the road." You can get right into the big one. Like
I don't even remember that. Jeez.
You know they can do a death match.
Yeah, that I thought it was a mistake that they didn't do it at Wrestle Kingdom, but they were both leaving anyway, so I was like, I get it. But then they didn't do the shooter match. I was like, wow, you did a triple threat? You're like, you fucking losers. Anyway, yeah, Moxley and Ospreay have had some matches in New Japan, and it was right before Ospreay came to AEW, and they basically implied that they would later on come together. Greg, Shane McMahon showing up at Grand Slam.
Here comes the money, Greg.
Moxley get that.
I don't even know what I would fucking do. I don't know how to feel about that idea. It is both shocking and yet like, why?
They got to do the remix of the thing. There goes the money.
There goes the dinero.
Here comes the chavo, the cash.
Oh my god! Make it stop!
It don't hit the same without the fucking main.
So you know what's gonna happen is Shane is just like, listen, I know we lost Megan Thee Stallion, but don't worry, I am here.
Listen,
is that licensable? Like, it's not a Naughty by Nature track, is it?
What's that? Oh, Here Comes the Money. Isn't it a WWE theme? It was on Anthology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a Naughty by Nature. Like they got Naughty by Nature to do it, but technically it belongs to the company, doesn't it?
Yeah,
they got Naughty by Nature to do that song. I never knew.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see this shit. Here Comes the Money. Here Comes the Money gotta belong to WWE for sure. It's a Shane McMahon theme song.
Oh, hey, John, I just saw a thing online. It says, according to PW Insider, there have been strong discussions within AEW of potentially building a faction around Deonna Purrazzo.
The fuck?
Where? On Ring of Honor?
No, I guess on TV she would get a spot for this.
Nick didn't like that news.
Nick said, fuck that.
It wasn't that I didn't like it. It was AT&T didn't like it.
Sir, that is your fellow country person. Deonna Purrazzo is your people. You have to support her. That's
Do
what
I?
you do here.
Hey, are we talking about the Italians? I'm ready.
Listen, she's a Patriots and Red Sox fan. I support her.
She's going.
That's a poor decision.
Yeah, Mac was saying that PW Insider says that they're gonna set up a faction around Deonna Purrazzo, or they're at least talking about it.
As they should.
She fucking disappeared so fast.
No, her and Thunder Rosa were wrestling on Collision.
Rosa,
They made them a Collision thing. I guess they wanted to give it to them.
Collision series.
But they didn't have no pay-per-view blow off. They blew it off on Collision. I was like, damn, that's petty.
The match was more bad though.
It was really good.
Yep.
But yeah, I was like, damn, they got treated like the lower tier. But but yeah, man. So AEW lost another, not just Megan Thee Stallion, but the Motor City Machine Guns. They signed with the WWE. They're gonna keep their name. They're going to NXT. They're not keeping the theme song.
Motor City.
Let's go.
They're gonna have that Def Rebel special, Motor City.
Yeah.
Wah.
Detroit, Michigan.
Jesus says Deonna Purrazzo with Britt Baker. Listen, where is Britt Baker missing on a milk carton ever since the performance
Moving her
at
shit
All
out
In?
of Adam Cole's house.
No.
Jesus.
I don't believe that
Non-version
until they bring it up, but I also don't want to speculate on it. That's like TMZ stuff.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen her on TV since the Mercedes match, and I'm kind of like, what's the story there? They haven't even mentioned her. They haven't mentioned her. They didn't mention the match.
They didn't show any clips from All In.
Never.
Like, at all.
Never shown a clip from that match.
Nope. They just immediately like oh, Sheeta's here. Think about that.
Tony's like, I don't want to talk to you right now, Britt. What the fuck?
I can't believe what you did to Adam. Stay away from me.
No,
This is Motor
stop
City
it.
Machine Guns. Get ready to enjoy catering with Dragon Lee.
You shut the fuck up, Jesus. You shut the fuck up right now.
They're bringing them in to fight Fraxium. Is the report?
Fraxium?
Yeah, Nathan Frazier and
Nathan Frazier
Axiom.
and Axiom.
Is that, oh, good lord.
Yeah, they're
I
Fraxium.
hate that name.
It's,
Better than the
you know,
fucking War Dogs, Nick.
I got
Is
used to
it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I got used to it. I like it. Fraxium. I don't know. It's kind of dumb, but it's not as bad as Judgment Day.
But
Or the
what's funny?
Undisputed Era.
You know what's funny?
The
though, is
Undisputed
that
Era is so bad.
It's a bad
There was a
name.
There was a report from PW Insider that said that Ray Phoenix and Pentagon were going right to the main roster, but now you
They
got
are.
you got a 41 and 42-year-old Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin going to NXT. Like,
Who revolutionized tag team wrestling?
So don't ask the question. You gotta see it a different way. Look at it from the other side. There's a piece missing there. Why? Why is that happening? It's probably because there's a specific reason. Maybe they asked. Maybe the company wants them in a teacher role. Maybe they're setting up for a PC job, which might be.
They're going to be the Rhinos.
Because Alex Shelley that's the therapist. You know, he's got the medical stuff going on. Like, he'd be very useful to WWE in a whole other way down at the PC.
yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, see that Lucha Bros get ready to enjoy catering as well. Fuck.
Phoenix is going to enjoy catering, and Penta's like, if my brother's there, I'll be there too.
The report said they
Hey,
wasn't
Sosa's
putting
not feeling good
them
about these new hires.
The report said that they would be looking at putting them on SmackDown. So that makes sense. That fits.
Yeah, keep them away from the LWO on Raw.
Honestly, though.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that they're getting paid. Really good for them. They've been around for so long and they never got the job. I couldn't believe they didn't end up with AEW in the first year. How did that go for so long?
Well, Penta was in the All In match in 2018 with Jericho.
Not him. The Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh,
my bad.
They did one match in AEW where they teamed with Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a different match too, right? They did one all-out match that didn't get built. Like
I think
things
it was
went
supposed
wrong.
to be. I think it was supposed to be FTR versus Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, we ended up getting some bullshit, and they never came back. And then
that's
dropped
right.
the ball with them entirely, which is crazy because they got so many friends in AEW. You got to figure something was. They must have offered them garbage, or nothing. For them to
This
be hurt.
this would
Wait till
also
the new
be
deal goes
Alex Shelley's. This would be Alex Shelley's return to NXT.
Yeah.
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 Him-
I'm trying to
Yeah,
find
the
out
team
what
with
that match
Kushida.
was.
The Time Splitters.
They can reunite now on NXT.
Jeez. Oh man, they can form the trio team that I've always wanted, which is the Motor City Time Splitters.
They've done that. They've done that.
They have done that, haven't they?
Yeah, I feel like fuck. They've done it in New Japan.
Did
But-
they?
Yeah, I want to say I vaguely remember them doing the entrance together with the car, but
No, that was definitely Alex and Kushida.
oh yeah,
They were doing the Back to the Future gimmick.
Do you
yeah,
guys remember in 2015 when James Storm randomly showed up in NXT?
yeah, and disappeared immediately
Yeah, he had
after.
like a couple weeks there, and then he just left after like 2 months.
He was like, "I'm a little better than what they're trying to offer me," and then we never saw him again anywhere.
John, that All Out 2022 match with FTR and Wardlow versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Dumb.
Good lord.
God, fucking horrible.
Yep.
This
That's
is gonna
their
be on
only that's their only AEW match, right?
That's gonna be on the Death of AEW
it.
DVD. No,
Wasted opportunities.
no, just that one match. Just
That's
that
it.
one.
That's the only thing on the DVD.
That is the DVD.
The night before that All In was such a better match. It was the Motor City Machine Guns defeat Aussie Open on Impact Wrestling number 949.
Oh my God.
It went 15 minutes and 31 seconds.
That was
That sounds
probably
so much better.
awesome. That was probably fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Something they could have done.
Jesus says Hunter hates luchadors. Hey, he probably does. Now, I didn't really have anything else. Ran out of things to talk about. I thought this would take us longer, but other than the things that have happened on the television show this week, which I don't even know if did you get to see Dynamite, Greg?
I did not.
Look at you. What's wrong?
You know, we could mention that Athena is now the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Champion of all time.
That's true.
She just surpassed 645 days as the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, passing Samoa Joe, who held the Ring of Honor World Championship for 645 days.
Why does it not make me happy? It feels weird. It feels weird.
Because it's not ROH proper. It's not.
Not that. I don't even think it's that for me. I feel like it's just weird that like this. I feel like this belt has been an anchor almost like, but I guess in a way she's gotten to be the focus of an entire brand.
She should have dropped the Billy Starks at Final Battle. I'll die on that hill.
I don't agree. Just because, like, at the end of the day, what was she going to do after that? Get lost in the shuffle on the main on the main roster?
Yeah.
Yep.
She should have been. They honestly, for everything that she's done in Ring of Honor, there should be no question. Like it should be a priority if she ever moves to the main roster to immediately book her as the top female star. What the fuck was that?
You're having echo.
It's fucking weird. What the hell?
There we go. I'm back. Sorry.
You did that?
Yeah, it was my earplugs. They were fucking. It sounded like buzzing. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Sorry.
Dude, you getting us listened to by the feds?
Oh
my God.
Shit!
He's the informant. Get him.
I got two headphones just in case. Okay, so
I saw Uncut Gems. No.
I'm Italian. I don't trust like that.
I don't know. Just when you think it's over. But yeah, the Athena thing. It's like if they bring it under the main roster in AEW, then they need to. It needs to be a priority. Like she needs to be on top immediately. No TBS type. Like fuck it, or fuck it. Pin Mercedes too. Like.
Come go then.
Pin Mercedes, Pin Mariah, just steamroll through any stories they got going on. Excuse me, I wanted this belt.
But yeah,
It's an interesting situation with the Athena thing. I don't like. It feels weird to have her do the work she's doing and sort of be like relegated to their minor league show, but at the same time, like she is undoubtedly the biggest draw there. So like, what do you kill that draw for the sake of bringing her up?
You know, another thing I wanted to talk about, but I didn't want to talk about. Well, I guess there's a good news and a bad news. The good news is WWE brought back Saturday night's main event.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
Saturday, December 14th in Long Island, the Nassau Coliseum. I'm sure they're going to stack it up. But the other day, I was looking back at some old Saturday night's main event cards from
sucked.
2000s. They fucking sucked, bro. Holy shit. They had like, one of them had like Matt Hardy versus Evander Holyfield.
That's right.
Yep. I remember that.
Thank you, MVP.
Shit fucking stunk. But I think with today's roster and the way that the show is set up, you figure they open with a Raw or SmackDown main event, and then they'll close with another main event because these have to. I guess the gimmick is they open with the main event, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like Rampage. Remember that? That used to be the thing.
That's right.
You know what's funny is that
show. Mark Henry.
One of the Saturday night's main events. One of the Saturday night's main events was Shawn Michaels and Shane McMahon in the main event in a hardcore match.
Yeah.
And the ending came when Shawn suplexed Shane McMahon through 2 tables from inside the ring to the outside off the ladder. Now that was a great spot.
That was awesome.
Yep.
But they both couldn't answer the 10 count, and it was kind of a it was a double down or whatever, double knockout or whatever.
Yeah.
That match special to me.
Listen, it's special to me too, but
led up to WrestleMania 22.
In a negative way, for me, it was kind of special because that was the point where I was looking so forward to that match. I'm like, oh man, this match is gonna be up. And when it ended that way, I was like, I'm done with WWE. I'm fucking done. And I did not watch WWE for 2 years after that. 2 years. I just exclusively watched.
What?
Dude, I'm not even joking. I exclusively watched Ring of Honor. I watched TNA. I watched whatever. I was like, I'm done with WWE. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, that's it. And it had been building up for a long time. But that was the match when I was like, man, this is going to be great. It's Saturday night's main event. And then they give us a fuck finish, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Now, I love that match, and I remember specifically loving it because they did the this is where they started teasing the return of DX.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, like what? I was fascinated. Like, are they actually gonna do it? And then at WrestleMania, Shawn does the suck it on the ladder, and I'm like, oh my god! And Triple H does the suck it in the main event. Yeah. Are they friends again? It was a crazy 6 months for me. That was like when they finally got back together. They dragged it out too, motherfuckers.
I watched clips and stuff like that, but that was like the last show that I watched like in full for like 2 years.
Where the fuck? I mean, I guess early WWE.com, they had the weird their own video player. Remember that Windows media players?
Awful. It was dog shit.
Glitched so much.
It was so bad.
I have the worst memories of trying to play like Liger versus Rey Mysterio on that thing, and it was a piece of shit.
That's great. I had a thing and then I lost a thing. The bad thing. That's right. You see that NXT show in St. Louis?
No.
Jesus Christ. So they booked the thing for a building. We never talk about attendance here, but I thought the way it was interesting to me the way they reacted. So they moved.
This is like the 2 arena shows for the CW, right?
Yeah, the first one is in Chicago, is doing all right. The second one is in St. Louis, and it wasn't doing good at all. So
doing less out, right?
Yeah. They moved it to a smaller building. And then they overpacked. They're like, all right, Randy Orton versus Javon Evans. Sexy Red is going to be there. Smackdown people are going to be there. I was like, you already moved to the small building. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You should have done that weeks ago. What the fuck kind of backwards logic is this?
That feels very
we still
WCW
got
for them.
ratings to, we still got ratings to drive, John.
But I'm saying, like, you didn't. You simply could have announced these a couple weeks earlier and seen
Take
if
this into account.
we're moving some tickets. Like, this seems very obvious to me. I'm not sure how they allowed that to be a failure without even trying to announce these matches and these things before moving to the much smaller building. Like, you already have enough tickets to fill the smaller building. You only need 3,000 people for the building. They already has sold 2,500 tickets. Like, what? I thought that was funny as hell. Sexy Red. I was like, what the fuck?
That's out of nowhere.
It's so random as fuck.
Listen, whatever move that Javon Evans does that Randy Orton turns into an RKO is going to be fucking fantastic.
No, but it's
Probably
cool
that
because
fucking
Javon Evans.
Swan 50.
Javon Evans does a fucking cutter, like a wild ass, long, big ass super cutter off the springboard rope.
Yep.
And they're gonna be like, the old fashioned way is the best way. Death. That's good. That's actually really good.
You know what's really funny
Mad
too
air.
is when Javon Evans was Jay Malachi on the Independence, he won the first ever. Lucky Ali won the first ever DPW Carolina Classic, won the title, held it for a year. Then Jay Malachi won the Carolina Classic, won the title, and then they both got signed to NXT. So the joke going around this year is whoever was going to win the 2024 Carolina Classic for DPW was going to be signed by NXT after they won the championship.
Join us. They're bringing back. I guess not bringing back. They broke up. It looks like they might break up the New Day. I don't know though. I'm not sure. I don't know if I buy that. I do think they're setting up for Big E's return.
That's how it feels.
Right.
Especially because of the pivot they had to do with the loss of Odyssey Jones.
Oh fuck you, stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! I'm watching the video of what's his name, Bronson Reed, tossing that fan, throwing a man
at another man.
That was an awesome ass segment. That whole 5 minutes or whatever the fuck it was, 10 minutes. That was incredible.
It was very Spike Dudley, wasn't it?
They announced Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed, and I'm like, I liked what they did last time, but it was just a brawl. I was like, I don't know if I want to see a match, and they were like, me either. We fucking just brawl through the fucking building. And
those super heavyweight meat matches too do really good ratings for them.
They really do, and they're fucking great when they're gonna be performed like this.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're gonna pay this off, then I want to see this last man standing or some kind of monster match, like a big ass. I love this shit. I love monsters killing each other. It's excellent wrestling.
John, did you see Kenny Omega's comments about the Japanese wrestlers that come in on the Swerve City podcast?
No. Gotta be old.
It says September 16th, 2024.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is Kenny Omega doing podcast for? Get in the ring, motherfucker.
And that is
or
how
come
John
on the Dirty
feels
Radio
about
Show.
That situation. Kenny Omega discussed the vile hatred that Japanese wrestlers face from American wrestling fans. Quote, to hear them ask me, why does everyone hate me? Why do people say these things about me? Why do they want me to die? Why do they want me to get hurt? Why are they calling me a schoolgirl? Which is an interesting tier list of the way those words are settled.
I do remember this. This is old. I remember this because
I do remember that. Yeah.
I remember thinking that's being driven by all the grifters, all the fucking cornets, and all the.
So apparently, because it happened again with the return of Yuka. I forget how to say her last name.
That's right, Yuka Sakazaki.
Sakazaki, yes, okay.
I love her.
I don't know what reaction she got. I haven't seen the show, but I guess
you know what it was. it was a great reaction. It was one tweet that went viral because other people were responding to the tweet, shaming them for their fucking reaction. So basically, Mariah May is doing a promo, and then Yuka walks up to her. You know how Yuka goes, "Hi."
I did see that. Yes, yes. Because somebody joked about Yuka having like zero awareness of the danger she's in.
Zero survival awareness.
Perfect anime memeage.
And it's perfect, and everybody who watches it enjoys it. And then you got one person who goes, "They're making a mockery of women's wrestling." You fucking lonely, never gonna touch a woman, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Haven't seen a vagina since they came out of their mothers.
They see them, but only on their phone screens. That
reminds me of something else I heard the other day, and it's fucking hilarious. By the way,
it set off a firestorm, bullshit, and people shitting on him. So then other people saw the tweet. So that's what happened with that.
Okay.
As soon as this bring up that, you will get to see Mariah May versus Yuka Sakazaki for the women's championship at Grand Slam.
That's cool.
Mariah wrestles good with the Joshis.
I mean, she should, right?
Hey, John, did you see the fucking match that they made for Rampage? I mean, for Collision.
I did not. Oh, the All-Star match?
Dude, it's Hook, FTR, and the Outrunners versus the Beast.
The FT Runners.
Yeah, FT Runners. Yep. Versus the Beast, Mortos, GFV, Roosh, and fucking Roderick Strong.
Where the fuck did Roosh come from?
Remember, Roosh has been teaming up with Mortos here and there. Yeah. And so has Roddy. Roddy and Mortos have a little thing. But then, like, Shane Taylor Promotions stole Mortos, and Roddy's like, "You're dead to me."
Yeah. So, just for fun, let's talk about what I got ahead of me next week. So, of course, we have the much promoted return of Nigel McGuinness against the clam digger himself, Bryan Danielson.
The clam digger.
I will be rewatching a bunch of their old matches in preparation for this fun moment. We have the Glamour Mariah May versus Yuka Sakazaki for the championship. That's quick. That should be a good match. I know John's a huge Yuka fan.
I love Yuka.
And as he said, Mariah May knows how to work with the Japanese very well because that's pretty much where she cut her teeth. We've got Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club. Interesting that they are not listed together. Yeah. Defending the Trios Championship. Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club and Khalil Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta versus to be announced. So I guess they're not.
It's like an open challenge situation.
Okay.
So
Private Party was going to do it before they got their shit ruined and lives broken by Moxley and his words and his hammer.
And their mental health, like fucking just, you guys have been here for 5 years and you're in the same place. No!
I really think this
it's almost like the Young Bucks should have put you over in year one.
This has to be like a push, right? Because Moxley was even no-selling, like, he was no-selling Isaiah Cassidy's punches.
But they did try to put them over in year one because didn't Private Party beat the Bucks in the tag team title tournament?
They did, but then they stuck to the fucking in the original tag team title tournament for the first World Tag Team Championships. They eliminated the Bucks in the first round,
and they rode that for years.
But then they teamed them with fucking Matt Hardy,
the Hardy Party,
nothing.
The Hardy Money Machine or whatever the fuck that was.
The HFO Hardy Family Office, and it was supposed to be something like a Vince parody or something like that.
Why do we keep doing Vince parodies as if they work?
Everybody thinks they can do a Vince parody, but you don't understand. You see, Vince's life is absurd. You can never parody.
It's always more ridiculous than you're doing.
It gets worse and worse too when you're looking.
Yeah. I've got the British strong style match of Jamie Hayter versus Saraya.
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry. And
Jamie Hayter, though.
I'm glad you feel bad for me.
you get to see
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter, you know, that's cool.
It's great. It's a great time with Harley Cameron. So yay, I guess.
Oh, that is nice. I like looking at Harley Cameron.
I don't know if I have the vantage point to look at Harley Cameron, not with those tickets.
Why did you guys talk about Harley Cameron make me think of to the previous one with like Private Party? I saw some people online talking about they're looking for a third person. Commander just being the red herring, and that Scorpio Sky is their third. Because remember, he finally got admitted into the party.
It should be Daniel Garcia, but
they made him look like a fucking bitch in that first one that he couldn't get in.
He couldn't get in, but yeah, the infantry's in there. Abaddon was in there, which was kind of funny because like Abaddon's like right off to the side, and then they zoom in and just don't zoom back out to see them.
Oh my god!
She was just drinking a drink like a normal person.
The Young Bucks will be defending their tag team championships against Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. More Don Callis family bullshit, I guess. Yay.
Yeah, probably following tonight's ending of Dynamite, I'm sure Takeshita is going to be involved in some way.
Drama.
Oh, the drama. And
the drama.
Speaking of it,
John Moxley with Marina Shafir will be facing off against Darby Allin to see who will face Bryan Danielson at WrestleDrama.
You know, I think it's crazy with that match because, like, all logic says that it made sense to do Darby versus Bryan in Washington. They're both Washington natives. Darby being crowned the champion in his Washington dome in front of 20,000 people. But, like, how perfect would it be to do the Moxley match narratively? Like
the man who literally tried murdering him.
Not only that, not just that, but just with the whole way the Blackpool Combat Club like started, like they were fighting. They fucking got together because they got slapped by their father figure and told to sit still.
It's gonna be bookended.
You're booking the shit out of it, and even though you've seen the match before, but it's not like a match you would be like, oh no, I've seen this before. Like it's fucking John Moxley and Bryan Danielson. First of all, they're so different. They're so different wrestlers, but then they mesh so well.
I like to believe that it's a beautiful sort of dichotomy that Bryan and Moxley are both sides of William Regal.
No, exactly. I mean, Look back to how many years these two guys are wrestling. Like, look far back into one of my favorite matches, which was the was it Team Hell No versus the Shield?
Oh, jeez.
That's they lost the tag titles to the Shield, didn't they?
Yep.
I think it was Seth and Roman though.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
At TLC 2000.
Mox wins the United States Championship.
But they had the TLC match.
No, they had the TLC match. That was the one I was talking about.
Oh, the debut. That's right. They debuted.
Yes, the fucking massive TLC match.
Ryback, Kane, and Bryan.
That's one of my favorite WWE matches ever. I love that fucking match. And you know what? When I went into it, I thought they announced on the pre-show that it was going to end by pinfall. And I said, this is going to be the stupidest fucking shit. What do you mean the TLC match is going to end by pinfall?
How does that work?
What the fuck? And then they come out and had the greatest goddamn WWE match I've ever seen in my life.
And
I love that shit. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Damn it!
It was great.
Excellent.
But yeah, like that's a beautiful little thing to me. Like it's Regal's incredible mat wrestling skill versus his darkest impulses.
I'm gonna make it. I'm already making the collage right now. Look at Bryan and Moxley in their Moxley's WWE debut, and Bryan and Moxley in Bryan's final AEW match.
It's always been them.
Well, before you move on, what's the next? I'm really so fucking intrigued by what is Moxley's purpose right now.
I keep wondering that every time we air a segment.
He said it. He said it again when they said to Yuta, like, we need you next week to come out here, like, for the greater purpose. And like, what the fuck?
The greater good.
you figure like he beats Brian. Let's say he beats Brian in Wrestle Dream, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's got the world title now. He's achieved that. Like, what the fuck? What kind of sick ass ending are they gonna do at Wrestle Dream? So they're not gonna do like a
the
Brian.
money. No,
That's kind of what it feels like.
It does.
it feels like
The
there has to
financial
be
backer.
some big thing behind it, right?
We're headed towards that. Like, it almost has to be like a reveal of some. Wow, you might as well do it, right? You might as well do it. Was me. Shit, it was me. It was me all along.
Because other than that, all you have is the awkward like he's doing a Nazi gimmick, you guys.
Yeah. Are we leading into it? Did we look into this? RJ City research time.
That's also a segment. That's a segment that you have next week. That's probably not listed on there. Yuta has been brought to the table. He has to show up.
I'm told he's been. I read the stuff you put up where he's been absent-minded and he left the belt in catering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a thing last week on Collision, and it's great character work for him. He's in this match, and he's aloof. He can't even hit his rebound. He slips off the ropes, and he's like, "Fuck!" And I think Tony Nese says something about Brian, and it
was Anthony Henry.
Anthony
Henry, yeah.
It was one of the Tonys.
Jack Tony's that are ripped.
Is this like the Captain America fight where he just says Bucky's alive? He's like, what? Bang!
Yeah,
No,
basically.
bro, he grabbed him by the face and he went, "Well, Brian Danielson's not here. I'm sad." And dude fucking hulked up like a Super Saiyan instead of beating the fucking shit out of him.
Anthony Henry took it like a champ too.
Yeah, he did. Anthony Henry's fucking great, dude.
He's awesome. I'm glad they rehired him.
I know they're gonna have the reflex that maybe like want to put you to like, okay, then he's like we're gonna get this struggle and then he's gonna choose the bad side anyway. But I really want him to genuinely choose Brian. Like something really wholesome about this relationship here, and it gives him a rub when Brian leaves. You know, like he's the guy who defended him.
But also, like in that situation too, it's like, well, if Yuta chooses, how do you say, his ideals, then it's like, well, there's something for Yuta to do. If Yuta just stays with the Combat Club, it's like, okay, so you're just doing the same shit.
Yep. 100%. I can't wait to see it though. It's honestly the thing that has me the most interested in AEW right now, and it's funny because it's almost like what the Elite were trying to do, but they're doing it a lot better. Like they're doing it a lot better. Moxley and these guys are actually making me interested in what the fuck they're trying to do.
So I found another dynamic to the Moxley Bryan thing. Again, this might be me reading a little too deep into it, but I think it's fun to think about. Is Moxley? You know, he got his big start with Heartland Wrestling Association, and that was one of their first matches together with Bryan and Moxley in HWA.
Oh shit! What the fuck? They've been. I remember watching Bryan versus Moxley in Dragon Gate though.
Yep, Dragon Gate USA.
Shit. Dragon Gate.
I was not introduced to John Moxley until I saw him, quite appropriately, wrestling William Regal in FCW.
Nice.
Oh, their first match together was the main event of a show for Mad Pro Wrestling in Ohio.
Mad.
Yeah, and it was a singles match, Danielson defeating Moxley, and that was their first match together, and it was the main event of the show.
Okay.
I remember I got introduced to Moxley in Dragon Gate USA. He was
It was 2007.
It was his promos. All these Japanese guys are here, and then you got this fucking weird ass little white dude, and he's fucking moving around the way Moxley moves, and this is Kamikaze USA. And I've got my boy Tozawa, and it's fucking. He was cool as fuck, and I just knew he was like gonna be great in WWE, and he ends up being like just one of the best wrestlers to be a wrestler. That's cool as fuck.
My introductory to John Moxley was this Switchblade conspiracy with Sami Callihan.
Oh yeah,
I never got to see that stuff.
I mean,
That shit was good.
yeah. Also, the only other match that looks like has been announced for the Dying Rampage is Hook defending his FTW championship against one Roderick Strong.
Is that
That's on
Rampage?
Is it Rampage?
I thought that was Collision.
You got a Collision.
Sorry, Collision. Yeah, see that. That's what I expect the Rampage show to be. That shows you where we are.
No, they got rid of it now.
This is
Dynamite and
Collision, baby.
I go to Grand Slam. It's Dynamite and Rampage, but no, it's fucking Collision. That's how you know it's dead. They killed its best spot.
Rest in
We'll
peace.
miss you.
Do we play the Sam McLaughlin song?
Oh, fuck.
Guys, the Hook and Roderick Strong match is Wednesday, September 25th at Grand Slam.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
You said it was. You
They're
said it was
gonna-
Collision.
It's going to be taped for Collision.
Yeah, same day.
Okay. It says it's on the main show.
No, stop. You stop with that
I'm
bad
looking.
juju.
I'm looking at it right now. It says AEW Grant. It's off of the AEW website. It says live Wednesday, 9:25, Arthur Ashe Stadium. AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. Hook will defend the FTW Championship against Roderick Strong.
Well, that'll be fast then, because we need time for Brian and Nigel. Actually, can we just give them Nigel probably can't go more than 20.
We'll see what happens there. Because they've
Wrestling-
already got 6 matches booked for Dynamite. We'll see what happens there.
They just take the whole show and everything else is shifted to Collision.
I'm not
Right.
expecting Brian and Nigel to have
2 hours straight, baby.
You know, the match.
They're not going to go the 50 minutes they used to do in Ring of Honor.
You know,
It's been
but
too long.
I do expect them to play the hits, do the best
Yes.
stuff,
Yeah.
tease the pole, tease the
No, don't tease the damn pole.
tease
God damn
the
it.
pole. You have to tease the pole.
No. Still,
I need the
no.
picture. I need the comparison picture. I need the professional photograph of them in 2024 trying to pull each other into the fucking turnbuckle post.
God.
And I don't need any of them to take the buckle though. We're okay. We're okay with just the tease. Thank you. But I can't wait.
Terrible.
You're lucky you get to be there. I was all excited to be at Wrestle Dream, and then they were like, Nigel and Brian at fucking.
I mean, like, what do you want? Do you want the nostalgia match, or do you want the retirement?
It's hard.
The retirement happens here because Christian cashes in and wins.
Oh
No,
God.
no.
Oh shit. That's right. Yeah. It's hard to. It was like I don't even know. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I have the retirement match. I'm happy that I have it. But if I had to choose, it's like, oh God, I don't even know. I genuinely don't know. I might have chose Nigel match just because, like, wow, just a wow. Like you get to hear Oasis like fucking in the bushes. Like what the fuck? In 2024, he's gonna come out with the spikes
For
probably.
those of you who are not aware, that is the name of the song.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna fuck in the bushes. That's the
Mommy, Daddy, what's Oasis doing?
fighting apparently.
You all like Jane's Addiction? Okay, oh shit.
John, did you see the comment that I left in the AEW Dynamite recap?
I did not.
I said, Nigel McGuinness dresses like he does close-up magic, and I'm glad because if I had never seen him before, that's what I would have guessed if I ever saw a picture of him.
He does look like a magician.
Oh, especially on this episode of Dynamite.
They played a video. They tried. They played it.
They did their best with it.
They tried to play it like 3 times and it wouldn't play.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Damn
That was
shame.
funny. That was funny, but it did play. It was a pretty good video about their history.
I don't like them disrespecting the ROH Championship by calling it the ROH Championship. It's the ROH World Championship. God damn it! It was defended overseas. You give it the right fucking name.
Look at this guy. He is a magician. He's literally
that's
like
wrong.
This is the interview from America's Got Talent when they talk to the magician.
I'm gonna go in this box, and if I don't come out in 30 seconds, I'll be dead.
Oh my god.
They always come out at 29. I can't wait. You're a lucky
Except when
piece
they
of shit, Greg. You got to see Brian and Kenny and Brian and Nigel. We
You
were
got to
all
see
lucky.
Brian and Kenny too, though.
I got to see Brian and Kenny. I did, but I didn't get to see Brian and Nigel. But I will get to see Brian and Moxley. I imagine. Anyway, I think.
I saw Brian and Kenta. Does that count?
That was a great one. I also saw Brian Kenta.
Greg was there too.
Good Brian matches.
You can both go to hell. No. I got to see Brian versus Kane. Which one of you got to see that?
I got to see Brian and Rob Van Dam on the same side with a bunch of other jobbers taking on the Shield.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Nice. Me and John are side by side on the Legends thing because I got to see Joe and Kobashi. He got to see Masala and Kenta. So like I think we're pretty even. I'm not sure how John feels about it.
It's not even at all. But
I'm sorry, man.
No. Jesus got to see Undertaker versus Shane. Which means you got to see
sorry.
Shane
I'm sorry.
try to smoke himself.
Oh my god!
That fucking table with the airbag under it, that don't do shit. Wow.
You know what? You know what I remember that? You know what I remember that for the most is when Shane came back and interrupted that ceremony with Stephanie when Vince gave her like that award, and he came out and they talked about the lockbox, and then Vince was like, "Well, you're gonna fight the Undertaker at WrestleMania in the Hell in a Cell, and if you win, you can take over Raw or whatever." And he was like, "Okay." And then Shane smokes himself. He ends up losing the match. He comes out the next night, and Vince's like, "All right, let's see who you can do." And I'm like, "No, wrestling has stakes. He lost."
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. That match came out of nowhere.
Pissed me off so goddamn much.
Oh, Jesus.
Nothing meant anything
That's
anymore.
painful. He got to see the Briscoes last match.
Oh man,
Hey,
that was their last match. Period.
I got to
Wasn't
see. I got.
yeah. No.
Oh, I think
Go
we
ahead.
lost Mac there.
Mac is acknowledging the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Speaking, can we take a moment? I found the match where it's 11-on-3 handicap. The Shield took on, listen to this, Zack Ryder, Kofi Kingston, Justin Gabriel, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan, Jimmy Uso,
My
Jay
God.
Uso, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Rob Van Dam, R-Truth. Is that not the most random group of 11?
One of those is a main eventer now.
This is the one where they pin Roman, right?
And they beat everyone in the Shield. It was the wildest thing.
That was crazy because I remember people bringing it up like, oh, Jimmy or Jay or Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy pinned Roman.
Jimmy pinned Roman, Dolph pinned Dean, and then Danielson pinned Rollins.
Look at Mac. Look at the Mac. Return of the Mac.
There he is.
Sorry, boys.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, sorry. So I was going to say I got to see Kevin Steen drop the title to Jay Briscoe in person at Supercard of Gauntlet.
Ah.
That's what's up. I got to see Jay Briscoe as world champion a couple times too. I took a picture of him and turned it into a shirt. That was very nice.
I did not see Jay Briscoe as world champion. I think one of the last Ring of Honor shows I was going to, John was also at. We got to see Kevin Steen power drive El Generico onto a ladder.
I love that. I was there for that shit. I loved it so much. I remember
also the debut of our favorite championship, which we both now own the last one. So,
but I remember that's crazy because I remember walking in the building and seeing it hanging in the fucking arena, being like, "That's a new belt," and taking pictures of it. I'm pretty sure I have pictures of it.
And now you can hold it in your hands.
And I ended up owning it.
That very one.
Steen came out with the Winged Eagle belt, took it out, the Eagle Ring of Honor World Championship, took it off and just like threw it. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So that show, Final Battle, I went outside. After the show was over, I went outside. And standing outside was Homicide and Xavier. And Xavier was wearing a tan suit head to toe. He had a cane. He was walking
Rest
with
in
a cane.
peace.
Yeah. He was talking to somebody, and people were walking by him, and I was like, first Ring of Honor World Champion, and no one cared. So he kind of like looked at me like, it's all right, bro. It was 10 years ago. I was like, nah, fuck that. Took him outside, introduced him to all my buddies that I grew up with, and we just talked for like 40 minutes with Xavier about like his matches with like AJ Styles, Paul London, Michael Shane, Samoa Joe. It was fucking awesome, dude.
Okay, Sue, why are
Nice.
you always blaming me? When I make a noise, there's gonna be a circle around my head. There was no circle around my head. I am not breathing on my microphone. Fuck you for assuming that it's me. First of all, second of all, I think it's Greg.
Greg, you son of a bitch.
Remember when Xavier just randomly popped up on like Sunday Night Heat and Velocity and Jack? That was how I started to kind of get into Xavier, and then they started calling him John Xavier.
John Xavier.
Oh wow, yes, I remember that.
People were so he was the second Ring of Honor champion. Loki was the first, but
Yeah.
people were so pissed that he became champion because he was like a mid-card type guy, like not upper mid, but almost upper mid-card. But
Yeah.
the prophecy helping him win that title, that was everybody was surprised by that, man. I remember watching that show and them throwing trash in the ring and him having to run, and he was champion for like a good 7 months before Samoa Joe bulldozed him. But
Yep.
he beat like AJ Styles, he beat Jay Briscoe, he beat Michael Shane,
Paul London.
He beat Paul London.
Yep.
But if you remember, he beat Paul London after Paul London had competed in a 4-way right before that match to get that title with Xavier. So Paul London wrestled in a 4-way match for the #1 contendership. It was 25 minutes long, then wrestled a 33-minute match with Xavier right afterwards. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Fun times.
I wanted to I fucking lost it. I wanted to talk about one more thing before we left, but
Was it WWE related?
No, it was probably unrelated to anything at all.
Oh jeez.
Not even wrestling. It was just somewhere else
Not
entirely.
even wrestling. Probably Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Oh my god.
The new My Hero Academia movie.
That's right. The trailer came out yesterday.
Or next.
Yesterday.
Thank you,
Yeah.
All Might. But I think you're next.
Can I make note of something that I think is pretty significant?
You can.
No.
So, former two-time Impact Wrestling World Champion Josh Alexander told WrestleManiac UK that he will, in fact, test free agency when his contract expires in February. Do we see him maybe possibly going to NXT,
Yeah.
AEW?
Yes.
It's NXT. It's NXT.
He
He's
feels
gonna
like
go to NXT.
such an NXT guy.
And he's gonna want to be with Ethan Page probably or something like, yeah, let's work together, brother. We got something built in, brother.
Can we trade him back?
The North. Fuck them both. No.
I'm fine with Josh Alexander. I goddamn absolutely abhor Ethan Page.
A lot of people do.
Illegal.
His best matches in AEW were with very good performers, and then all the other matches were not of note. Yeah, he got the Darby match, he got the Kenny match, he got the MJF match, and that's it.
And,
Fantastic coffee match, Darby.
I love that. I was there live.
one more thing I wanted to mention before we left. I think it's pretty not significant, but I think it's pretty cool that PWA Australia announced that Grayson Waller is going to be returning to their promotion to take on Jimmy Townsend at Grand Final at the National Theater on October 13th.
He needs to fight that one reporter down there.
Imagine being the indie guy that gets to fight the WWE superstar. Oh man, that's cool. That's very cool. Vince's WWE would never.
No.
I mean, they had in the past. I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. I do love when their idea of helping out the indies was just putting their stuff on the network.
Hey, let's absorb you. Why don't you sign this contract where we can actually buy you off?
Oh no, not
wait,
Pro.
Wait, no. Goodbye, Progress.
Oh no, we've barely promoted you and no one's watching your stuff. Well, we're gonna just end that.
Hey, goodbye, Progress.
Goodbye, Evolve.
Goodbye, Dragon Gate.
Remember how wild it was when everyone was like, "Look, Eddie Kingston's on the WWE Network."
That was crazy. You're right. I forgot that happened on pay-per-view. He was like, it was live, right? He was versus JD Drake.
Yeah.
Was that the Evolve show?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was very fun time.
And one more thing too. Sorry. What do you guys think of
One
Joe
more thing.
Testaroar on Raw? What do you guys think of him so far?
Of
I thought
what?
the first, the ESPN dude, Joe Tessitore.
Oh, Joe Tessitore. Oh, yeah. He's to me, he's been all right so far. Mostly
improved,
unnoticeable,
definitely.
which is kind of a compliment in its own right.
Yeah.
His first week, was a little rough, but by this
Which I
third
think
one,
he also apologized for.
but by this week, he did. But in particular, the Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed segment, he was on fire. Oh my
That's
fucking
good.
God.
Well,
I want to
that's
die.
It's coming to his own.
That's what PW Insider said. PW Insider reported yesterday that there was a lot of praise internally for his call on for his work on Raw, especially during the Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed brawl.
I fucking bet. I bet because he was killing it. He really enhanced that moment.
No, the Twitterverse was going crazy for him in particular during that.
Yeah. I mean, like,
he'll come along
it's
just fine.
It's a man who knows what he's doing and has years of experience in the job.
Yeah.
As a sports broadcaster, and is a fan of the product. It's
Yes.
probably the best combination you can get of that particular skill set and affinity for the for the product. Like,
Just something they've wanted for a long time.
They tried to get it in Mo Ronaldo, and then just like the Mo Ronaldo company things didn't fucking work out. Plus, at the end of the day, also Mo Ronaldo's loyalties were to Showtime.
Yeah, and he didn't want to work with the assholes in this company.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, look, I equate it to two other things in mainstream pop culture. Tom Brady, when he was doing the NFL call, like there were things that he was still working out, but a month from now he's going to have it down. And another thing too, like Ryan Seacrest is doing Wheel of Fortune right now, just took over for Pat Sajak after like 41 years, and he's getting a lot of shit from people. And I'm like, dude, it's like his 8th show. He's gonna figure it out eventually.
Plus, he took over the New Year's show.
He's not reading the cards good. Shut the fuck up.
If that's the only complaint that you have, shut the fuck up.
What the fuck? How do you host this? How do you host Wheel of Fortune bad? Like, what do you?
Oh my
the
god!
Cards better. You're not.
I think Joe Tessitore by this time next month he's gonna have it down. He's gonna and then he's just not gonna.
He's a quick learner.
I know everybody's gonna grow, but I struggle not to. Oh god, I don't even want to say it because it's so like low hanging fruit. Like,
say it. Say that.
Put it out there already.
Say the weird thing.
Joe Testicle. Joe Testicle.
Oh, that?
All right, that's been the show. Thanks for joining.
That's Thirsty Radio, everyone.
I know him from the Fight Night game, so I'm just like used to him.
I said it's low hanging fruit. I can't. He keeps saying Joe Tessitore, and I keep thinking Joe Testicle. And oh god, it's bad.
Sorry, you have issues.
This is very on par. This is very on par with your nickname today, John.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that's for the. I guess for the audio
that
listeners.
goes out there.
For the audio listeners, my screen name is John Jacob Jingle Hanging Dick. Came up with it when I was typing in.
We are adults.
We're all mature here.
Another low hanging fruit. I feel like someone else has had to come up with this in the past.
Time to Google search if they have.
Man.
If you Google that, you're gonna get some very interesting image results.
I suggest you don't.
You may not want to do that. But hey, listen.
Other image results aren't as crazy as I thought they would be. I'm safe.
It's great. I love Nick. He knew what images.
I knew the risk, but I took it for you guys.
I respect your sacrifice, even if I don't agree with it.
Also, John, I think you're the originator for that name, which I will not repeat out loud.
That's incredible. Okay, I'm going to turn that
John,
into a t-shirt.
You better put that on a fucking trademark for WWE.
Yeah.
Steals it.
I'm copyrighting jingle hanging dick.
Just like Megan Thee Stallion.
That's good. It's the time to get the shirt going.
Listen, if you have fun with us tonight, Jersey Radio has daily podcasts, man.
What?
This is not it. We're on every fucking day. As a matter of fact, we're on again
Always on.
today. We're on again today on Thursday. We'll be on again for the Impact post-show rewind. You'll catch our Impact team live tonight immediately after Impact. But that's not all, man. On Mondays, we're on after Raw. On Tuesdays, after NXT. On Wednesday nights, after Dynamite. As I mentioned before, Thursdays on Impact. Friday nights after Smackdown. I hate that logo.
I do too. It looks like Smackdown.
Smackdown. I'm not a fan.
Friday Nick Mac, John.
I had to make this graphic really fast, and I was like, "Damn, I really missed the old graphic." Fuck. Anyway.
I do like the last
I
three
don't.
letters in Smack. Last 4 letters in Smack though. So that's
There's no exclamation
You
point. Where's the
They've done that
exclamation
before.
point?
Bring it back.
Bring back
They've
the
done it without the
exclamation
exclamation point. Actually,
Most
they've
exciting
not
era.
had the exclamation point for a long time.
Yes, I know.
They had it from 99 to 08, and it was glorious when they did.
John,
Beautiful
did you hear-
exclamation
did
point.
you hear- did you
I
hear
still
that
write
they
it in
have,
when I type out Smackdown.
They have the fist, but they don't have the glass shards anymore.
What would they have?
Oh, that's the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
What?
have the fist. It breaks down into 3 parts, but they don't have the glass shards from the original. From
The set.
I get it.
SmackDown set. Yeah.
I
Well,
get it.
Yeah.
They're very large. Might as well throw them out. You don't need them.
I heard a
But,
rumor. I don't know why this is stuck in my head that like at least one of the shards like broke right before they changed to the HD sets.
That's weird. That's
And it was like one of the real big pieces too that you couldn't easily replace.
That's probably when they decided to throw the whole thing away.
My favorite bit of trivia for the SmackDown set will always be that they just were lazy and literally sliced off the WWF, like the little
Yeah,
parallel F
Yep.
on the logo.
I always noticed that as a kid because it wasn't the WWE, it was the WW, and then the 2 sticks on the side kind of merged together. That's how you knew it used to be the F.
You could tell it was the F.
Yeah. But man, that's us. We also come on weekends. Make sure you catch Tyler and CJ's Weekend Wrestling Roundup. They're going to be rebranding the show because the future of NXT Level Up is just so weird and uncertain. But
Maybe they should review Speed.
I know what you mean, but
That sounded
I will let them know that they should review Keanu Reeves' a classic film, Speed.
Siri,
But-
play Higher by Creed.
Gregory, it's just them on the cast going, fucking main event is so good.
It's
My
on the
God.
couch going, so the bus can't go over 55. I don't understand. How's it gonna make that turn?
I thought this was called Crank.
Now they're on a metro train. What?
Bro, I used to think that was 2 different movies. I always thought like that was 2 different movies. I thought there was a Speed with a bus and a Speed with a train. It's the same fucking movie. How long is that fucking movie?
Listen, there's
Too long.
There was never Speed on a cruise ship. Nope. it
Reminds
never
me of The
happened.
Batman.
No, never. Okay.
You think just when you think the Batman is done, they're like, here's a whole act. Like there's like 4 acts in that movie. You broke the narrative structure. You're not supposed to do 4 acts.
You know what I felt that way was John Wick 3 when I thought it was ending and then they had that whole shootout in the Continental. I was like,
Fucking John Wick 3, man.
Well, fuck y'all,
Also
man.
goated.
I like that fucking movie.
listen. John Wick 4 when he takes 40 minutes getting up the stairs just to get kicked back down the stairs.
It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
YouTube loops. It's 10 hours of him falling down the stairs. But yeah, man.
I was watching that movie going like, there's one particular scene of him trying to get up those stairs. I was just like, that is not John Wick. That is Keanu Reeves, and he is fucking tired.
Doing his best.
That's when he thought maybe I don't want to come back. Maybe I don't want to.
I think it's time to
Yep.
retire.
What if we shot
It was that night we're just like, we gotta change the script. I need to die.
What if we made that ending a little more ambiguous? I don't know.
Can I pet the dog at the end?
Oh my god.
So yeah, so Tyler and CJ's level up our adventure will be Tyler and CJ's weekend roundup. And of
Don't do
course,
it again.
3NT on Sundays.
There they are.
Whenever they come back. I don't think they've done one in a couple
We need to make a WCW graphic, Mac.
You better get one going. You put your heads on the thing like they did here.
Review crank.
But yeah, man, that's Dirt Sheet Radio. That's the family. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you later tonight for TNA Impact.